Hey y'all, so good morning. I am making my breakfast and this is a what I eat on a daily basis type of video. Of course, I don't eat the same thing every single day, but this is pretty much the gist of how I eat. I usually start my morning with a smoothie. So this is my morning green smoothie. It is a tad bit different from my go-to green smoothie. This one has Greek yogurt in it and I add bananas just to fill me up a little bit. And I'm going to be having oatmeal this morning. So on days that I do not eat like eggs or a breakfast meat, I usually will add the yogurt in my smoothie just to give me that protein. So it has strawberries, bananas, the just plain Greek yogurt. I always get plain yogurt because the other ones have that jelly fruit, and I really just don't like that. And it's just added sugar that you don't need. And then it has fresh spinach and chia seeds. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of honey, and that's pretty much it. Add some water, and we're gonna go ahead and blend this up and then make my oatmeal. And then I went ahead and made my oatmeal. I put chia seeds, a little bit of brown sugar, and butter in here. And I just use half a cup of oatmeal because it fills me up so fast. And sometimes I add fruit, but this morning I didn't. Now for lunch, I'm going to have salmon with like a vegetable medley, squash, zucchini, and carrots. And I'm just going to saute those vegetables. For my salmon, I'm using my homemade lemon pepper seasoning, which also has Italian seasoning in it. And it does not have any salt. I just put it in that container. And then I'm putting some minced onion on here. So this is more like an herby salmon. Sometimes I make jerk salmon or like brown sugar honey salmon. Today I just wanted to keep it really simple because for dinner I'm having something that's a little fattening. So I wanted to try to keep my morning and lunch simple. I'm adding some dill. I think that dill is an awesome herb to go with salmon. It makes it taste so amazing. And then just some lemon. I'm going to squeeze some lime. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime juice on there and then put fresh limes on there as well. So I use this canola and olive oil mix, and I'm just putting my salmon on a baking sheet. I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes for a medium to medium well piece of salmon. Yeah, and it's on 400 degrees. Now for my veggies, I've cut those up and I'm just putting a little bit of Himalayan sea salt and some pepper on there. I like to keep my veggies fresh tasting, so I don't add any like creams or cheeses and stuff. I like my vegetables to taste like vegetables.
Hey YouTube!
Wow. Really? Wow. So that was the annoying guy that I know. But anyway, so my veggies have cooked down. You guys should see his face. And I'm checking on my salmon here. It is pretty much done, and I'm only going to eat half of this piece because, of course, we have to watch our portion sizes. So I will be saving the rest of it for lunch tomorrow. Now for dinner, I'm having pork chops, which is super excited about this. As I mentioned in my weight loss video, I did not cut anything out of my diet when I was losing weight. I just ate everything in moderation and according to portion size. So I know a lot of people they stop eating red meat and whatnot, but I'm not going to do that. I like to have a variety in my diet. So I eat pork chops, I eat steaks, I eat all of that. I just don't eat as much as I did before. And then, of course, I limit sweets and alcohol and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning these pork chops. These are 1-inch bone-in chops, and I will be baking them in the oven, which is another thing. How you cook your food is really important. So I would love to fry these, but, we're going to go for baking. So I'm just going to start with some salt. I always use salt on pork and beef. When it comes to chicken, turkey, and, fish, I don't always use salt because it doesn't necessarily need it. But I just feel like pork and beef kind of need that salt just to make it taste good because I don't want bland food. I'm also using coarse ground black pepper, and I like coarse seasonings for pork and beef because it just gives it that crust that's amazing. And then some minced garlic and minced onion. I'm also using some red pepper flakes, and these red pepper flakes are super spicy, so I only use a little bit. And then smoked paprika, which is my favorite spice right now. It just smells so good, like everything could be barbecued. So I'm gonna do that to both sides, and then I'll be mixing up my sauce, which I love this sauce for pork chops. It's brown sugar, ketchup, and Worcestershire. I don't know if I say that right. But anyway, I went according to the portion, like the serving size on the container for 2. And that's another thing, like just pay attention to serving size, especially with sauces. I'm adding a little bit of water there because I want it to be, I just wanted to kind of extend the sauce a little. And I'm just gonna mix that up and pour it right over my chops. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to the pan too, just so my chops are juicy, because I will be baking these and I don't want them to overcook, and I kind of want them to like fall off the bone. So just pouring that over, and then I have some peppers and onions that I'm putting over the chops. When I buy my produce, I love to go ahead and cut everything up, like my fruits for my smoothies and my peppers and onions. It's just easier that way. So when it is time to cook, everything is pretty much already prepped. You just have to season and pop it in the oven. I'm also putting a little rosemary because I just had this rosemary left over. I wouldn't necessarily say it goes with pork chops. Rosemary is great for beef, but you know, I didn't want to waste it. And then butter. You guys know I love butter. So that was just one little slice of butter I'm just putting on there. Now I'm making some asparagus. And my asparagus, I'm using the same seasoning as my salmon, just that lemon herb pepper seasoning. I'm just lightly steaming that. And we're checking on our chops here. So they look pretty good. I'm just going to flip them over to get like the juices on both sides, because, you know, juice is great. But they're pretty much done. They look good. 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 So yeah, I just steamed the asparagus and that is ready. I like my asparagus to be still kind of crunchy. So it takes if you don't eat that many vegetables, it takes some time to be able to like get used to just plain vegetable taste. Because, you know, when you go out to eat and you order vegetables, they put like all this butter and stuff on them. But it, like, the taste, you'll get used to it eventually. So this is what I eat on a day-to-day basis. Oatmeal in a smoothie in the morning, salmon with veggies for lunch, and pork chops and veggies for dinner. Now I only eat carbs like 2 or 3 times a week, so this just happened to be a no carb day. I had carbs in the morning, I guess oatmeal, but it's like a super healthy carb. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys want some more videos like this because I really love doing them. So I will see you in my next video. Thank you.